What's up, guys? We start off with one simple basic line. What does this line do? This line is like your spine of your dragon. So this will be the tail, or somewhere up here. This is the tail, and here will be the head, and here will be his chest and his belly. But first, before we're gonna do that, we're gonna set markers for the arms. So if the head's here, it should be somewhere here. Here we put 2 arms and a leg, 2 legs. So what I do next is I'm gonna draw a few circles. This beginning of the head. We're gonna do the chest. The chest is a bigger circle than the head. The head. So simply make circles. Everyone can make circles. Just do a few more extra strokes. And already here you see it's not gonna line up with the line you just drew. So that doesn't matter. We can erase it. It's just a guideline. It's not something you have to do. So just simply erase it if you don't come out like me, and draw it again. So somewhere up here. So this is your chest. Then here you're gonna draw a circle for the legs. And this is just still your tail. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna reconnect the dots a little. So I know from, oh, here's the neck. It should be somewhere around here. The back could be a little bit curved. If you want a skinny dragon, you can, or a muscular dragon, you can just make it like more a dog shape. So this will be the chest of the dog, and this is just, you know what, or you want a little fatter dragon and just make the belly like this. It's up to you. I'm gonna do a muscular dragon because most people want to draw a very cool dragon. So, and the head, well, this is still basic of the head. I can decide from where do I want the nose. It's easier to start off with a side view instead of making it front. So I draw a little circle here, this for the nose, and I just sketch where my nose tail is gonna be. And even if it make it easier for you, you can just reconnect the nose so you already see which direction the head is turned. So now we have quite a basic. I always start off with the head first, because it's a little bit the most complex thing of the whole part for dragon. It's almost the same. So what I'm gonna do is make the snout. So this will be this jaw. What you can do is same with humans. You can make eye lines or a line where the eyes gonna be and what the top of his head is. So now you have this, you can make a little eye here, a little. I always make quite bigger eyes. And one simple one up here. This might confuse you for the first time. It did with me. I was confused about it, but once you draw more and more and more, you start to find it easier to decide how the face is gonna look like. So I probably did my eye already wrong. Still, it doesn't look quite right, but it's still a sketch, so don't mind it. So what you can do with the nose is the nose ends up right by his eye. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna make the line towards his eyelid. And from there we make an eyebrow or the eye socket. And we just make a little cheek. Now we're gonna erase the lines we don't need. So we got a pretty face already. We make a little nose. You can decide what type of nose you want. I always make like water drops nose tails, like this one up here. And we make one up here. Yeah. And we erase this little squirrely thing what I made. So, there we go. And we make a jawline. So where the jaw is gonna start. Somewhere up here. And we start off with the beak or the mouth up here. And we delete the lines we don't need. Except for the circle. The circle is still a little bit important for what you want to do. So don't delete the circle unless you are done with it. We can even make a little jaw curve. And don't forget, this is just a basic line. We can make him smile, we can make him cranky, we can do whatever you want with it now. As long as you have this part right. I'll erase what the important part is. This is just, well, you can already see his expression. So what shall we do? So we make him cranky. Well, we make a badass dragon, so. Or make him silly. Doesn't matter, it's all your dragon. You can do what you want. You can make him smile, and I make him a little bit confused or sad. So there we go. So now we're gonna start off with, well, you can do whatever you want. Some dragons have like, how do you call it? Scale flaps. Some people know my dragon Ozzy has those, so I will draw them again. Just to personalize your dragon a little bit. And one big one here. Even give him ears. So the ear will somewhere behind this eyebrow, somewhere here. Yeah, there we go. The horn should be somewhere, well, that's already up to you. I always draw my horns just at his back of his head, so somewhere around here. So I make a little marker up here from where this horn is gonna start. And the other one should be around here. But you don't see it because it's behind his head. So start off with just a horn line. And another one. This is a little bit the tricky part. We have to know how to work in 3D space. So this horn's curving up. So this one will also be curving up. So we start up here. And we go all the way down there. And this ear, you can draw his ear, but the ear is somewhere up here. So it will be... There we go. So that's his head. You already have your own dragon. So now we're gonna start off with his arms and his legs. So what are we gonna do first? We're gonna position how we're gonna think about what he's doing. So I think I'm gonna make mine sitting with his paws like a dog. So there, he's sitting on his behind and his arms hitting the ground. So we want here, this is just, well, everyone can make these little stick figures. This is the basic parts, just make a stick figure. with the connection point. So there's an arm and it goes on the ground somewhere up here. And make a little circle for his paws. So. You can make this point bigger. And we work on one side, we're gonna do the other side. Don't forget, if you draw, don't make it the same size. Because if you have like a landscape, you have a vanishing point. Everything leads to that vanishing point. As you can see, I can make a road. A very bad road, but it's just the basic you have to learn. Of everything what's here, like a pole or something, it is the same size. But if you go into the depth, it starts to become smaller. So I hope this clears it out a bit. So everything what's on the other side is probably a little bit smaller than what you have here. So now we're gonna erase all the lines we don't really need anymore. So we can delete the spine, part of this circle. So now we're gonna do, now we're gonna make like big muscular arms. So it's also easy, we make a little oval over here, a little one. Just make an oval around here. Doesn't have to look great. We refine it later. And now we're gonna make the lower part. So we're gonna make another oval, but this one isn't gonna be all the way down there. No, we're gonna make the oval somewhere around here. Still doesn't look great, so we're gonna make like the elbow. That's just a simple thingy up here. And it reconnects with the oval somewhere. So this is elbow. So we go to his hands or his paws or whatever you want. If you want your dragons to have fingers, it's a different technique than just simply make like big nails. But I'm gonna teach you first the hard way. So let's do like let's start off with 3 fingers. So we make a circle here. There's a connection point of a finger, one up here and one up here. We're gonna make the same stick figures we did today, only this time it's like finger bones. And of course your thumb is somewhere up here. But we don't see it yet. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna make a line. And another line. And one towards you. And one there for your thumb. Although you don't see it, just make it. To make it for yourself a little bit easier. So we're gonna make another circle. So now we're gonna make the nails. I always make a half of a circle and just simply go down. So there we go. Now all you need to do is connect the circles you have here. It looks different, but this is basically how you make them. Well, we're not making like an humanized dragon, so I will teach you now how to do the easier class, which are just nails, basically. So the same basic is make a larger circle and one up here and one up here and the visible one up here. It's really easy. Now just make large, thick claws. So that's it. That's how we make an easy dragon claw. I would like those more than those human-like claws. But also the same, we're gonna do exact the same thing with you. So it starts to look like a dragon, or at least it tries. So, there we go. So same thing we're gonna do with the legs, only our legs are not that much different. It's not. Only gonna work quite a bit larger. So even now we're gonna delete the lines we don't need. We don't need. So what you can do is we can make a little heel up here. So we're gonna thicken this part up, just like your own foot. I like that, it gives makes it more strong. So this almost stays the same, and we can make this part of what most dragons have. They have another nail up here, so we can make just like this. So the tail is simply just here's your main line, don't follow it, but we go from the back and we start off here, go up and curl around. So it doesn't really look quite finished yet. We need to draw some wings, and I always make a kind of belly line. We will start from the point of the jaw, goes under his armpit, goes under connection of this part over here. So if your drawing doesn't work out the way you had it in mind, just add some shapes and it will turn up in something great. So now we're gonna do is quite a bit of the tricky part is the wings. So his wings will just like his arms and legs, we're going to make a stick figure first. So same thing, make ovals, make it really thick, because it has to be very muscular. There's very large amount of power is going into the wings. So to make it easier for you, simply draw some ovals, 3 ovals in the line of the wing. Just to help you. You don't have to do it, but it will help. So we start off here and we connect it right at this thing. Exactly the same thing we're gonna do here. I'm not gonna do it because you already get the picture. Now the same thing we have here we do on the other side, only this one's a little bit easier because it goes away from you. So we make one simple line up here. And here's the connection part. So same basic. And this is how you draw a dragon. Like a favorite if you enjoy. Check me out on DeviantArt and Fur Affinity if you like my art. Give it a thumbs up and see you next time.